Hello, my beautiful friends. Welcome to Lifestyle Manifesting. I'm Shannon. On my channel, I discuss manifesting as a lifestyle in every area of your life. Be the designer, the creator, the deliberate architect of your life. If you need additional help, join my free Facebook. I have so many ways to work with me. If you want to work one-on-one, I have one-on-one coaching available. I have a VIP community for leveling up. Today, I'm reading Dr. Joseph Murphy. This is the Master Key to Wealth, and he has 4 steps. So I want to read through the 4 steps that Joseph Murphy discusses in the Master Key to Wealth, okay? The first step is to reason it out in your mind that God, or the life principle, or the living spirit is the source of the universe, the galaxies and space, and everything you see. Whether you look at the stars in the sky, the mountains, the lakes, the deposits in the earth and the sea, or the animals and the plants, the life principle gave birth to you. And all the powers, qualities, and attributes of God are within you. Come to a simple conclusion that everything you see and are aware of came out of this invisible mind of the infinite or the life principle, and that everything that man has invented, created, or made came out of the invisible mind of man. And the mind of man and the mind of God are one, for there's only one mind. That mind is common to all individual men. Everyone is an inlet and outlet to all that is. Come now to a clear-cut decision that God is the source of your supply of energy, vitality, health, creative ideas, the source of the sun, the air you breathe, the apple you eat, the money in your pocket. For everything is made inside and out of the invisible. It is as easy for God to become wealth in your life as it is to become a blade of grass or a crystal of snow. The second step is to decide now to engrave in your subconscious mind the idea of wealth. Ideas are conveyed to the subconscious by repetition, faith, and expectancy. By repeating a thought pattern or an act over and over, it becomes automatic. And your subconscious, being compulsive, you will be compelled to express it. The pattern is the same as you learn to walk, swim, play the piano, type, or drive a car. You must believe in what you are affirming. It is not mumbo jumbo. It's not idle affirmations. You must believe in what you're affirming, like when you put seeds in the ground and they grow after their kind. The seeds are thoughts deposited in your own subconscious mind. You can imagine the seeds going from your conscious to your subconscious mind and being reproduced on the screen of space. By watering and fertilizing these seeds, you accelerate their growth. Know what you are doing and why you are doing it. You're writing it with your conscious pen and your subconscious mind because you know wealth is a walk down the street and you see it. Can you count the flowers along the road as you drive? Can you count the sands on the seashore? Can you count the stars in the sky? Can you count the wealth that you're walking on? Underneath you, maybe oil, gold, silver, uranium. Did you ever think of the riches of the sea, the soil, and the air? The third step is to repeat the following affirmations for about 5 minutes, night and morning. I am now writing in my subconscious mind the idea of God's wealth. God is the source of my supply, and I know God is the principle within me, and I know I am alive, and all my needs are met at every moment in time and point in space. God's wealth flows freely, joyously, ceaselessly into my experience, and I give thanks for God's riches forever circulating in my experience. And step 4, when thoughts of lack come to you, such as, I can't afford that trip, or I can't meet that note in the bank, or I can't pay that bill, never, ever finish a negative statement about finances. This is mandatory. Reverse it immediately in your mind, affirming, God is my instant and everlasting supply, and that bill is paid in divine order. If a negative thought comes to you 50 times in 1 hour, reverse it each time by thinking and affirming, God is my instant supply, meeting that need right now. After a while, the thought of financial lack will lose all momentum, and you will find your subconscious is being conditioned to wealth. If you look at a new car, for example, never say, I can't buy that car, or I can't afford it. Your subconscious takes you literally and blocks all your good. On the contrary, say to yourself, that car is for sale. It's a divine idea, and I accept it in divine order through divine love. This is the master key to wealth. It is impossible for any sincere person to practice this technique and not have all the wealth he or she needs all the days of their life. Follow it, and you're setting the law of opulence in operation. It will work for you as well as anybody else. The law of mind is no respecter of persons. Your thoughts make you wealthy or poor. Choose the riches of life right here and now. I was reading Dr. Joseph Murphy, The Master Key to Wealth. And the Master Key to Wealth is knowing that there is an abundance of wealth available to you. It is your birthright. It is for you. But you need to choose your reality by focusing on it. You choose your reality by affirming and creating a new belief about money and around money and how easily it comes to you. Talking about wealth, you are wealthy. The Master Key to Wealth also is about the wealth of anything in your life, the wealth of the prosperity of love, abundance of vitality, abundance of happiness, okay? So this is really powerful. If you want to find that book, it's called The Master Key to Wealth by Dr. Joseph Murphy. Hello, everybody. All right, I'm going to answer some questions. How do we know that affirming is working? I am affirming against all that I believe since a child. Well, you don't affirm against. You don't affirm against. You affirm for. So that would be the problem is you don't affirm against something because whatever you focus on, grows. Whatever you focus on manifests and becomes your living experience. So you affirm for what you want, not against what you don't want. You affirm for what you want. Okay, how do I stop feeling that I'm delusional and not just wasting my time? Well, you have to focus on your successes. Focus on your success. Focus on other people who also have success stories. Focus on people who are manifesting and creating an amazing life. Just know that your thoughts are the causation. So focus on, why is it delusional to say, I'm going to buy that house? Why is that delusional? Why is it delusional to think someone's going to love you? Why is that delusional? Why is that delusional? Is it delusional to think that you're wanted and loved and chosen? Is that delusional? All you have to do is be the version of you who has your desire or assumes your desire. You only have to assume it. Just assume, I'm going to get that. That's mine. Just assume it. That's not delusional. What's delusional is that you think the world has more power than you. Once you got this game of life going and you see it, all the movement, and you see your world reflects you, I could not even think I'm delusional. I think I grew up delusional. If you want, so if you want it to feel a little more, the transition of your old way, but reality used to work, you have to transition to the new way you believe reality to work. And the way you can transition is just say intentions. Just make it, if you feel delusional, just read The Power of Intention by Wayne Dyer. Wayne Dyer wrote The Power of Intention. Read that book. It's powerful. So read that book and make everything that you want to manifest an intention. I intend I'm in a solid relationship. I intend that I'm loved and wanted. I intend that that person likes me. I intend that that person loves me. I intend that I get that job. I intend that I get that new car. I intend that I make more money. I intend I get everything I want. I don't see why that is delusional whatsoever. It's not delusional. But here's the thing. When you feel like you're oh my God, am I wasting my time? Guess what happens? Your world reflects you. You're totally wasting your time. You are wasting your time. So when you start to have doubts and worries and you feel like you're wasting your time, your world reflects that. The law is exactly what's within you. The law is, it's a reflection of you. That's the law. The world reflects you. That's the law. The law is who you feel and claim to be reflects you. So just claim yourself. Claim yourself to be someone who's successful. Why are you not successful? Every successful person, they just went on the path of creating success before they became success, and they knew they were on that path. Many people claimed it. Hey, I'm going to be a success no matter what. The Weeknd, he didn't finish high school. Was that delusional for him not to finish high school? Everyone thinks you have to finish. I'm not saying I don't value education. It's valuable. But you could do anything you put your mind to. The thing is, don't listen to the haters, if you want to call them haters. The people who tell you you can't do it, don't listen to them. They're just reflecting back your own worries and doubts. Okay, so you have to overcome the feeling of, I'm wasting my time. It's not working. I don't have my manifestation. Nothing comes to me. Well, then your world just reflects that. So you have to recognize that first and say, I intend that I have all the time in the world. I intend that my time is fulfilled. I intend that I get the things I want. I'm manifesting SP, but he keeps talking about other women. Affirm the version of you where he doesn't talk about other women. What does that version of you think and feel? Okay, what would you be saying? Say to yourself what you would say. He's only talking about me. Even if he talks about other women, revise it. If you want to revise it, revise it. Or you tell him, bye-bye. Okay? If you don't want to feel delusional about it, tell him bye-bye. Goodbye, good riddance. I'm only entertaining people in my life that value me, see me as number one, treat me as a priority, and that's who I am. And that's what I want, and I'm not taking no for an answer. So whether you're going to step up to the plate, whether you do that or not, I don't care, because I know there's so many great people out there. You could do that. You could do that. Infinite ways to affirm your reality. There's infinite ways to play it out. You can know that you're the operant power. He's reflecting back an old belief, an old worry, old doubt, old insecurity of you didn't feel enough, or you didn't know someone would commit to you, or you weren't sure. Now decide you are sure. Decide to be sure. Decide you are the one and only. And keep imagining he is saying to you, you are my one and only. You are the only one I'm ever thinking of. You're the one that I live for, that I'm dedicated to. You're the one I want to be with. You're the one that makes my heart melt. You're the one. That's living in the end. So whether you live in the end and affirm that now as if you have it, or intend, you can intend, then just say, I intend. I intend he tells me this. I intend, I know I'm the one and only. I intend that I know I'm the one and only. I'm telling you, you could swish. You could shift this now. Shift it right now. Shift it right now by imagining that. And know that the past has nothing to do with the future or the present moment. Whatever you're affirming and saying in the present moment is translating and manifesting into your future. So right now, if you say, he keeps talking about other women, this is present moment, right? Present moment, he's talking about other women. Well, your world reflects that. What are you talking about in the present moment? Nope, I'm the one and only. I'm the creator of my reality. I am the one and only. Okay. I'm having a hard time controlling my anger, and if I want my SP back or someone new. All right, well, first of all, it's okay that you are angry. Start to say, I know how to control my anger. I'm more in control of my emotions. When you start to affirm, I am in control of my emotions, you will create that reality. So how will you create it? Who knows, right? The how you don't have to know, but you will create that. You may have someone mention something to you, a technique for controlling anger. You may have a thought like, let me research what techniques I could use to control my anger. Okay, so all of that will fall into place when you do this one thing. You just have to affirm, I am intending and I am understanding how to control my emotions. Remember, everything in your outside of you is just a reflection of you. If you're not controlling your anger, you're going to keep reflecting that experience. Do you want to live that experience anymore? Because personally for me, when I knew that everything is myself pushed out, that was enough for me to be more disciplined, to make it a choice to be disciplined and to control my anger. I get it. You're angry because you're reacting to something, the circumstance, right? So you want to learn to, like, how can you be a little more unfazed? How can you be a little more calm, cool, collected, right? That's the version of you want to think of yourself. I'm calm, cool, collected. Maybe you even stand in the mirror and do this. I feel like that could be a way to be like, okay, shh. Breathing technique is going to help you calm yourself. You physiologically change your body with breathing techniques. So write that down and put it in your notes. You're going to practice breathing techniques not when the anger happens. You're going to practice it now. You're going to practice that several times a day, maybe 3 times a day. Just when you have a moment, five minutes to just lie down or sit down, close your eyes and do a breathing technique because you want to train yourself to calm yourself down. Another thing is meditation is so powerful. You don't have to meditate to manifest, but here's the value in meditation. Meditation is quieting your mind. And practicing, it's like if you could quiet your mind and without focusing on the thought, you're training yourself to have a disciplined mind. How does that translate in the 3D? Because when you're in the 3D and the circumstances are angering you, you've practiced being able to discipline your mind. The breathing technique's going to help you in that moment. So those are at least 2 things that you can do. Well, 3, because the third is, one is breathing technique, 2, meditation, 3, and meditation, just complete silence for 10 minutes. That's it. Every morning when you wake up, set your timer for 10 minutes and try to have a complete absent mind for 10 minutes. Okay, sure, it's not gonna be an absent mind. It might take you a long time to get there, but even if you have an absent mind just for a few moments, you keep building it up, okay? So, and then number 3 is your affirmations. You have to be affirming what you want to be. I'm someone who can control my temper. I'm someone who's more relaxed. I'm someone who's more collected. I'm someone who's more calm. I intend to be more calm. Okay, you're going to affirm those because that's going to lead you into taking action. That's action. Action is thinking. Okay, so thinking is also action. You're taking that action and that's kind of inspiring you, or that will lead you to take action in your life to find techniques and ways to calm yourself down, okay? So you want your SP back or someone new? What you really want is love. That's what you really want. Okay, so just you could figure it out. Just tell yourself, I'll figure this out as I go along. I'm going to figure this out as I go along, and you're allowed to do that. And then don't focus on that person. Focus on what you want. What's the experience you want with that person? Because all you have to do is embody that experience, affirm that experience. I am loved. What you want is love, right? You want love, and you want companionship, and you want a relationship, and you want unconditional love, and you want someone judgment free, and you want someone who's loving and kind, right? So you're going to make that list of what you want and affirm it. Like the examples that I gave you are some ideas. Any suggestions about not focusing on the 3D? Really, you give value to whatever you see. The 3D is, why is it valuable? Oh, it's valuable because it's showing you something you don't want, right? When you don't want to focus on the 3D, it's because it's something that you're experiencing you don't want. Okay, but look at you don't have to completely ignore it completely. You just look at it, or you when you're thinking about that experience or what's happening in the 3D, just decide life is a choice and you're not choosing that reality anymore. Find the value. How do you not focus on it? Just find value on it from it. You find value from it. You know what? It is okay that happened because now I'm more clear that I don't want that. Okay, and now, but then you still have to end your thoughts on, but what do I want? I want X, Y, Z. What do you want? And then that's where you put your focus. Also being present, being in the present moment, okay? Being present in your life, living your joy. Living your joy will help you not focus on the undesirable circumstance, because when you're living your joy and you are present in the present moment, that will just fall away and die away. And you already have affirmed your desire. You already know where you're going. And if you know where you're going and you're living in the end as if you have it, which is living in the end as if you have it, is living your joy, because you have your desire, you're living your joy, right? Do you get how simple that is? It's actually really simple because you've affirmed your desire. You're gonna consistently know that desire is yours, and consistently affirm it and live your joy at the same time, because that's living in the end. Live your joy, live your bliss. Make lists of things you aspire to do in your life. You've got this. I know you could do this. And you could also say things like think of the version of you who's really good at this. The version of you, first of all, you know you're the creator. And the version of you who is able to focus, you're saying things like, I know how to focus. I have a disciplined mind. I know where I'm going, and I know exactly I'm getting what I want, right? I am focused and determined. I know how to focus on everything, all the beauty and all the goodies and all the good things in life, and I know how to get it. Okay, even you could say, I know that I could sit right here watching the 3D fall apart in front of me, and yet I still know I'm getting what I want. And I know it's all going to be okay. And I know I just don't choose that reality anymore. Oh, okay, creating Eve. I love the reading. Booked a Mediterranean cruise this past weekend. Awesome. That's interesting that you say that, because I have been looking at pictures with Mediterranean cruises and renting a boat versus going on a cruise. So that's been on my mind. So you are reflecting to me what I have been focused on. Okay, LaQuinda, hello, thanks for following. If you're new here, I have a free Facebook group. Join my free Facebook group if you want a manifesting community and you want to help yourself help yourself know that it's okay to be delusional, because that's how you're going to get what you want. And it's not that you're being delusional. Really what it is you're just really realizing the truth of life. This is literally the truth of life. The truth of life is that you're the cause, the world's the effect. Alondra, how can I manifest to stop bad habits? You put your focus on what you do want. It's all about your self-concept and how you perceive yourself. So perceive yourself, you not only perceive, but become that version of you, and be that version of you by affirming it. I have the best habits. I have solid, powerful habits. My habits are always working for me. All my habits work in my favor. I'm someone who is focused and knows how to create my reality. Okay, so do you see, you want to focus, and you focus by affirming it. You want to focus on the type of life you want, the type of person you want to be. And you think the thoughts of that, of already having it, of being that version of you. instead of focusing on bad habits, that's not going right, complaining, you're not going down that road anymore. You're going to go down the road of painting the picture of the life you want. Hi, Melissa. Do you believe you can sit idle and manifest a lottery win, a new job, without taking any action at all? Well, I know that because I have done that. I remember, okay, so I won $1,000 in the lottery. And I just had a feeling, I was like, you know what? I'm going to just, I mean, I still bought the ticket. But why would that even be a big deal? I just had a feeling. I'm like, I think I'm going to win. And I went and bought the ticket. I got the ticket and I won, and then I won $1,000. I was like, wow. Can you manifest a new job? Absolutely. You can manifest. I manifest that clients come to me all the time. So be the version of you that just say it. I always get a new job. I'm always offered. I am in demand. People love to work with me. Do you understand? Like, okay, if we want to look at logistic or like what we think is logical or realistic in life, you could be at home and your mom is talking, your mom's at the store or your best friend's somewhere and they're talking to someone and they're talking about you. And that person says they need someone for this particular job. And your friend says, I have the perfect person. And they, you know, it's Melissa, my friend Melissa. To calls you and say, guess what? I found it. I was talking to someone and they need someone with your qualifications. They need you. Even if you don't have qualifications, it doesn't have to be that, right? They need you. I have a job for you. You don't have to take action at all. Those things are already happening, okay? So assume that. Assume that. You don't have to think of the how by imagining. You could imagine a scene like that happening and just watch it, see what plays out. You could also just affirm, because remember, what you're affirming about yourself is what's creating your life. So affirm, this kind of stuff happens to me all the time. You affirm that. You affirm, this kind of stuff happens to me all the time. People talk about me. They know my name. I'm hired without them even knowing me. People trust me. I am in demand. Your reality is just reflecting your consciousness. Okay? So I've manifested like a lot of, almost, I feel like half of the things that I manifested without even taking any action whatsoever. Okay, but I want to tell you what the action, thought is action. So that's action. So we are taking action. The action is your thought, and your action is your thought. And then that's the first the first starting point is where are you choosing your reality? You choose your reality. You just say, I manifest a reality that's effortless. Things come to me. I am a magnet. People are calling me. People are inviting me. So you could also manifest a new job. It would feel like you weren't taking any action at all. You might just go to the party where someone you're talking to says, oh my God, you'd be a great fit for my new company I opened. Or you'd be a great fit. I just became the manager and I really think we need you. Do you understand all those things? You wouldn't necessarily be taking action. You'd just be living your life. No matter what you're doing in life, it's manifesting based on wherever your thoughts are. Whatever you believe about reality and how you believe reality to work. So if you focus on whatever you want your life to be, it doesn't matter what you do or where you go. You don't have to think, should I go to that party or that party? It doesn't matter, because what matters is you just decide you have it. So it doesn't matter if you go to that party or that party, it is going to manifest. It's going to take place. It's not like it would only happen at that party, but not that party. Do you understand that? Your reality is just your imagination. It is literally your imagination. Okay, so if you claim you're going to get it, you claim it, you claim you have it, it will manifest when you persist. You must persist until it manifests. Yeah, Jessica, what is your take on emotional intelligence? Yeah, I mean, absolutely. You want to have a partner with emotional intelligence, and that means you should have emotional intelligence. So if that's part of your, I mean, that would be part of something that you affirm. That's something that I affirm. I am emotionally intelligent. I am in touch with my feelings. I interact with others with emotional intelligence. I create that reality. Okay. User 157, you want to win the lottery? You can absolutely win the lottery. Okay, there is a channel. There are a bunch of channels, I'm sure, on YouTube. There's a guy, Timothy Schultz. If you want to win the lottery, watch Timothy Schultz, because he interviews lottery winners. And I've watched a bunch of his videos, and the people that have won have been, they have been people who use the law of attraction. That is what they call it, really. But I mean, it's the law. They've used the law, whether you call it law of assumption, law of attraction, but you create your reality. They've created it intentionally. So watch that, because you want to build your belief, right? You don't want to think of probabilities, okay? Because if you believe in probabilities, then I mean, do you think you have a chance to win? No, you're going to believe in unlimited possibilities. That's what you believe in. Okay, Sybil, how could I manifest success in my career, more money, new house, and loving husband? Isn't it wonderful? The Isn't It Wonderful technique is really powerful. That's a Neville Goddard technique. Isn't it wonderful? Something incredible is happening now. That encompasses everything. What would it, so feeling like, so take a moment to feel like, what does it feel like that you're going to imagine, right? You're going to imagine and feel like, well, I have a new career that I love, right? That you love. Because you want a career, get more specific you get, the better your reflection is. So career you love, with the money that just comes to you, that you have, you picture money, but also picture abundance. Like you have a wardrobe of clothes that you love. You have a home furnished with things you love. Your new house furnished not just with the cardboard boxes and used stuff, but imagine purchasing. Right? So kind of get into that feeling that you have this house and your husband in it, your husband's in it, the house and the husband and the career, and you have it. Okay. And imagine that, whether you imagine it or affirm it, you kind of embody that feeling, not kind of, you embody that feeling of having it, and say to yourself, isn't it wonderful? Something incredible is happening now. And chant that over. You're chanting that and feeling it. And now what you're going to do is keep doing that as you fall asleep. And then through the day, keep reminding you. You want to feel that each night as you fall asleep. And then through the day, remind yourself, okay, it's already done. You remind, or you reaffirm it. Isn't it wonderful? Isn't it wonderful? What does a new house look like? What does a relationship look like? So the more that you remind yourself of this reality, you manifest that reality. Okay, you guys, I have to get running. I love you all. I see we have more people. How can you find me on Facebook? Lifestyle Manifesting, but I have a link. In the link, you could find my free Facebook group. If you want to level up and you want to join, I have a separate community. It's a subscription, a monthly subscription. That's for leveling up. That's my VIP community. I also have a self-concept course that's powerful. It is a blueprint. It's a systematic formula for manifesting your desire. I put that together from my success stories. I put that together from my client success stories. And that's something you can do on your own. And you're going to take the time to visualize and imagine that version of you and affirm it until it manifests. So I have thousands of success stories from that course. I also have one-on-one coaching available if you want to work with me one-on-one. You guys are powerful. I love being with you. I appreciate all of you. And I intend that you see success. I love you all. Have an amazing day. And you are powerful. Keep knowing and believing in that power that you hold.